Hello, hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
You are taking break or should I continue?
Continue, ma'am. I have done my breaks.
What about other students?
Yes, ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
continue.
Okay. So let us start with our topic. Last time we were doing about imagination, literature and imagination, correct? So who introduced the concept of imagination? Who introduced the concept of imagination?
S.T. Coleridge.
Yeah. Who introduced the concept of emotion in literature? What is the title of Coleridge's book?
Wordsworth. Wordsworth brought the emotion and in the literature.
Correct. What is the title of Coleridge's book where he talked about imagination?
Biographia.
Biographia Literaria.
Literaria.
Yes,
Chapter number 13.
very good. Biographia Literaria, chapter 13. What is the title of Wordsworth's book where he talked about
Lyrical
emotion?
ballad about the roles and emotion in the literature.
Hmm.
Lyrical ballad, basically.
Preface to the
Preface
preface
to the
to the
lyric.
lyrical ballads, okay, where he talked
Yes.
about importance of emotion in literature.
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am, I was not able to, on my mics, I was not able to answer you first.
Okay. Now, what does Coleridge say about imagination? He says imagination is magical and synthetic power. Okay. He talks about two types of imagination. Imagination is of two types. What are those types?
Primary and secondary.
Correct. What does he say about primary imagination? What does he say about primary imagination?
All thought and perspectives are universal.
So what does he say about primary imagination?
It is universal to all.
I have put a question. You are able to see the question. Primary imagination is possessed by.
I answered it.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you tell that statement which you written? Coleridge says the imagination is magical and
Synthetic power.
synthetic power.
What about other students? Only 9 students have participated in that. What are the others doing? They are not in the class. So, you are able to see 8 out of 15 are saying primary imagination is possessed by all. One is saying primary imagination is possessed by some. Who is this fellow who said some? Okay, so let us go to the point. Primary imagination is magical and synthetic power. Okay, imagination is of 2 types, primary and secondary. Then what he said about primary imagination? That primary imagination is possessed by all.
Yes, and it is universal.
Primary imagination is universal. Okay. Secondary imagination
is possessed by some.
So primary imagination is universal because it is possessed by all. Secondary imagination is possessed by some. So it's not individual. While primary imagination is possessed by all, so it is universal at the same time. So it's universal. Okay. What is primary imagination? Primary imagination is whatever we see in our surrounding. Okay. So it is individual. Secondary imagination is individual. Is it clear? While primary imagination is universal. What he mean to say when he says primary imagination is possessed by all, it is universal? What it means?
Means like whatever we see in our surrounding, whatever that by seeing it we can imagine it beyond that. So he means that. And in secondary he means that individual means individual thought, individual imagination of a perspective of its one own person. Is it correct?
He says imagination is a magical and synthetic power. Magical, you understand?
Yes.
It means all of us have this magical power. Now see, through our imagination we can go to any place in our imagination. Correct?
Yes.
We can think about anything through our imagination. Correct? In Hindi we say, जहाँ न पहुँचे रवि वहाँ पहुँचे कवि. It means जहाँ सूरज भी नहीं पहुँच सकता कवि वहाँ पहुँच सकता है. इसका क्या मतलब है It is because of imagination only the poet can reach where the sun can't reach even. Is it clear?
Yes.
Understood. So that's why imagination is magical power. Correct? And it is
Yes.
possessed by all as far as primary imagination is concerned. So we all have this magical power. All of us can reach in any part of the world through our imagination, through our thought process. We can think good, bad, anything. Correct? Now it's our choice whether we think good things or whether we think bad things. Correct? So, imagination means what? When we talk about imagination, it is universal. I say primary imagination is possessed by all. It is universal. It means what? It means it is related to our sense perception. We have five senses. You know all senses.
Eyes, nose, mouth, ears,
Mouth,
means
sense perception. Okay. So whatever our senses
smell.
perceive, our perception, our imagination depends on that sense perceptions. Correct? Whatever you see through eyes, on the basis of that you imagine. Correct? Whatever you hear in your surrounding, on the basis of that also you imagine. है ना? Whatever you sense through touch, on the basis of that you imagine. Correct na? Whatever you can smell, on the basis of that also you imagine. Is it clear? So imagination is based on sense perceptions. Correct? How do we perceive things in our surrounding? Now we see things in part as a whole. Correct? Suppose I draw something. Okay. Like I drawn last time. What do you see?
Circle, triangle, and rectangle.
Anybody else? Anybody else sees anything else in this picture? Whatever I have drawn. Yes? Hello, I am asking you all only.
What, ma'am?
Anybody sees anything else in the picture?
No.
I am asking others.
Okay, sorry.
What do you see? Yes. No replies from you. What happened?
This is hat.
Hat. Okay. Anybody else sees anything else in this picture?
One more line you're drawing from black. We can say it is a means half cutted tree. On that people like the, what we say, forgot
A
that
bird
name.
hat.
The tree is cut. Heart.
Oh, okay, what else? Suppose I draw this. Now what do you see?
Uh, this is a plant with 3 hearts. Designer flower.
Pot. Flower pot.
Yes,
Oh,
flower pot.
okay. So, I mean, your sense perception changes,
After a minute, in a
correct?
minute time.
You, I mean, suppose now what do you say about it? Suppose I have drawn this. So, how do you see this now?
We can say like one this what we say, one type of a box is made outside. How the tulsi plant, the bricks is made, and then tulsi plant comes out. That
Correct?
thing
So, when I
like a
drawn
stand.
the shapes in the beginning, you see it is in parts, rectangle, triangle, square, correct? Now you are seeing it as a whole, correct? Got my point?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
when we see things, we can see things in parts or as a whole. Like last time when I drawn a scenery like this, okay, and I have shown you like this, somebody sitting here, okay, then so you told me that you are able to see something and this that, but then it was a park scene. You told me you were able to see the birds,
Yes, as
mountains.
here
So in
last time.
parts you saw birds are flying, in parts you saw mountain, in parts you saw grass, in parts you saw two person sitting in the park bench, okay, but as a whole you saw that as a park scene, correct? So you can see things in parts and as a whole as well. Is it clear to you? Hello, what I am asking
Yes,
is clear to you or not?
yes, it's clear.
You can see things in parts and as a whole. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, so when we say possess primary imagination, it is possessed by all, it is universal. We, every individual has sense perceptions, okay, which is because of imagination only, and we see things in parts and as a whole, correct? It is an involuntary act. It's not that we do it out of our choice, okay? It's involuntary act. Is it clear? Involuntary act means we don't volunteer for it. See, if a song is singing in, if somebody is singing a song in your surrounding, nearby, in your proximity, whether you want to listen it or not, the sounds comes to you automatically, correct? Is it clear? If you are walking on the way and suppose somebody is quarreling, whether you want to see it or not, you are able to see it. So it is not out of choice, it's involuntary. So imagination, whatever you are perceiving through your senses in parts or as a whole, is not your choice. It is involuntary act. Is it clear? It is involuntary act of your mind. Is it clear to you? So you do imagine things, okay? You have no choice because your mind is able to do things. Is it clear? Understood? Hello, I am asking you something. Primary imagination is possessed by all. It is universal. Because of our sense perception, we see things in parts or as a whole. It is an involuntary act of human mind. Whether you want to perceive things through your senses or not, but you perceive things. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You are taking so much time in answering yes or no even. Okay. So it is unconscious act even. It is involuntary as well as unconscious. You are not conscious even many times when you do it. You do it unconsciously, involuntarily. Now because of your sense perception, which you do involuntarily and unconsciously, you are able to fuse. When it said na, it is magical power, it is synthetic power. Synthetic means you are able to fuse. When you see things as a whole, it means what? You are fusing things together. है ना?
Ma'am, this will come in under primary only, na?
Yeah. I am talking about primary only. He says, Coleridge says that primary imagination is possessed by all. It is universal. It is through our sense perception. We perceive so many things either in part or as a whole. Okay, so it is involuntary act of human mind. It is unconscious. You are doing it unconsciously. You are able to fuse things together and you are able to see things as a whole. Is it clear? Now we talk
Yes,
about
ma'am.
secondary imagination. Yes. Anybody wants to say something? He says secondary imagination is possessed by some. Everybody doesn't possess secondary imagination. Okay. So when he says about secondary imagination, he says secondary imagination is possessed by some. Now secondary imagination is not possessed by all, so it is not universal. Secondary imagination is individual. Correct? But for secondary imagination, primary imagination is important. Primary is necessary. For secondary imagination, primary imagination is necessary. Correct? Essential. Understood what it means? It means whatever I have drawn on the screen or the whiteboard, you are able to see it in parts or as a whole. Correct? If you want to write something, suppose, or you want to compose or you want to do something creative, then primary imagination is essential. Without primary imagination, you can't have secondary imagination. Is it clear?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
for secondary imagination, primary imagination is essential, As otherwise also he says primary imagination is universal. So everybody is having primary imagination, correct? But secondary imagination is not possessed by all. It is peculiar and distinctive attribute of the artist. Okay. Secondary imagination is individual, correct? It is possessed by creative writers, artists. Is it clear? Now I say that primary imagination is involuntary, unconscious, but secondary imagination is voluntary. Okay. So what does he say? Secondary imagination is voluntary act. Correct? And conscious.
Ma'am, it is possessed by creative writers and artists. This point where it will come.
Where to means?
This above point, it is possessed by creative writers and artists. Where it will come? In primary only, na?
No, I am talking about secondary imagination now.
Secondary. Okay.
Here I written as for secondary imagination, primary imagination is essential. Secondary imagination is possessed by all. It is means secondary. Sorry, secondary imagination is possessed by creative writers and artists. Okay, and it is voluntary and conscious. Primary imagination is involuntary and unconscious, while secondary imagination is voluntary and conscious. The difference is clear to you or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, for secondary imagination, whatever you perceive through your primary imagination becomes the raw material. Okay? So, for secondary imagination, what is the raw material? Whatever you have perceived. Whatever is perceived due to primary imagination is raw material for secondary imagination. Raw material for secondary imagination. Is it clear? Whatever is perceived.
Ma'am, you are comparing it now.
Yeah.
In this statement.
Yeah. Is it clear? So whatever is perceived by the primary imagination, that is the raw material for secondary imagination. Sorry. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Should I raise it this much? You note it down.
Yes, ma'am.
So I am repeating once again. Primary imagination. He says imagination is magical and synthetic power. Synthetic power means you are able to see things in parts and as a whole. So when you synthesize it, you fuse together, you mix things together, you are able to see things as a whole. Okay? You are able to perceive things as a whole. So primary imagination, he says, is universal. It is possessed by all. Whatever you are able to see through your sense perception about the external world, that is because of primary imagination. Okay. Whatever you see happening in your surroundings, whatever you hear, whatever you smell, whatever uh, you are able to feel through touch. Okay. Whatever you are able to taste, that is because of primary imagination. Is it clear? So either you see things in part or as a whole because of primary imagination. So primary imagination is an involuntary act. Whether you want to perceive things, whether you want to see things, whether you want to hear things, whether you want to taste things, whether you want to smell things, okay, whether you want to touch things. Now you are traveling in a crowded bus or train, okay, so unnecessarily, involuntarily, unconsciously, people, you are touched by people in your surrounding, है ना? Correct? Whether you are willing to experience that touch or not is in your hand. No. When you are walking on the road and it's raining and you don't have umbrella, so you will feel the raindrops falling on your body. Correct? Whether you want to do it or not is not in your hand. Huh? Is it clear to you? So it is
Yeah,
an
ma'am.
involuntary act, unconscious act. You sometimes don't realize it even. Okay, when you are attending a lecture, now online or offline, somebody is making any types of sounds in your surrounding, whether you want to listen it or not, is not in your hand. Okay, so you sometimes you are not conscious even that you are listening to the sounds. There are smell. If you are passing through a place and there is a dustbin in the surrounding, you can have a dirty smell. Okay, it's not in your hand. Is it clear? So it's involuntary and unconscious act. Is it clear? Now he says, because of primary imagination, you are able to perceive things either in parts or as a whole, and you give them shape, size according to your earlier experiences. Correct? Now secondary imagination is not possessed by all. It is individual. It is not universal. It is the act. It is possessed by creative writers and artists, and because of that only they are able to create something. Okay. So because of secondary imagination only. Secondary imagination, creativity is possible. Artwork is possible. Okay, but because for secondary imagination, primary imagination is essential. Okay, so you can't deny the existence of primary imagination for those who have secondary imagination, because secondary imagination gets its raw material from primary imagination. Correct?
Yes.
Secondary imagination selects. Okay, because of secondary imagination, the writer is able to select. So because of secondary imagination only, the creative writers or artists selects and orders the raw material, okay, and reshapes and remodels it. And reshapes, remodels it. Is it clear? Into objects of beauty, is it clear to you? So it is emplastic. He said it is shaping power. Secondary imagination is shaping power. Secondary imagination is shaping power, and it is known as emplastic. Okay, what is it known as? Plastic. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So whatever you see in your surroundings, out of that if you create something new, like
Ma'am, what does
Aristotle,
it mean by SM plastic?
that is what I am explaining. He says, like Aristotle has said, na, poetry is not imitative work, it is creative work. The writer or the poet reproduces something new out of that imitation. है ना? Same thing Coleridge is saying, he is saying in a different way. He says, you select and order the raw material and reproduce things. Okay? And because it is shaping power, it is known as plastic. You fuse things together, you remodel things, you reshape things, so it is known as plastic. It dissolves, diffuses and dissipates. It is an active agent in order to create. Secondary imagination is an active agent. Okay? It is an active agent and it dissolves, diffuses and dissipates. Sorry. Dissolves, diffuses and dissipates in order to create. Is it clear? Understood something?
Yes.
So what it says, secondary imagination is essential for creating anything. So all writers, all creative artists, okay, or people like magicians, dancers, magicians, okay, who do various types of arts, who belong to various arts, are all having secondary imagination. Or secondary imagination, primary imagination is essential. Okay, it means poets, artists, creative writers, okay, magicians, whoever are there, they all possess not only primary imagination but secondary imagination as well. They select and order the raw material. The raw material they get because of the primary imagination. Reshape and remodel it into objects of beauty. Because of secondary imagination only, they are able to produce it into something new and beautiful. Okay, and that's why secondary imagination is plastic. It is shaping power. It fuses things together. It is an active agent. It not only fuses, it dissolves, diffuses and dissipates. in order to create. So for all creative activity, for all, secondary imagination is at the root of all poetic and creative activity. Is it clear? Hello. Is it clear to
Yes, ma'am.
you?
Yes. It
Yes,
is
ma'am.
at the root of creativity of poetic activity means
It
is
means
it that
it is essential for creation. It is essential for poetry writing. Without secondary imagination, no artwork is possible, no creativity is possible, no poetic activity is possible.
okay?
Anybody else wants to know anything else? And that's why he says imagination is magical and synthetic power. Is it clear? Hello, I'm
Yes,
asking you
ma'am.
all. Is
Yes,
it clear
ma'am.
to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody has any question? Should I raise it?
One
No.
second, one second,
You can
ma'am.
note down, no issue.
No, it is an active agent and it dissolves and diffuses. That statement I was not clear with it.
Okay, I will clarify it. He says, see, when you prepare something, okay, for example, you want to cook a vegetable, okay. So what do you do when you cook a vegetable? How do you cook any vegetable?
First, I wash it and then I make it in pieces. And then later on, like whatever the ingredients is there, I put it in the pan and just make it on.
Correct? So
Yes.
you needed so many items to prepare a vegetable, cook a vegetable, not only vegetable. Correct?
We need gravy also.
Yes. So you need vegetable, you need water, you need spices, you need pan. Correct? So many things. Now you need fire.
Most important, salt.
Correct? You can't prepare vegetable, cook vegetable just with vegetable. Correct or not? Hello. What is your
Yes.
raw material for cooking
My
the vegetable?
my
Vegetable
raw
is
material. My raw material is the first thing is vegetable
uh,
and that gravy and all.
gravy. How do you make the gravy? Using water and spices and suppose onion
Uh-huh.
and tomato, whatever. Correct?
Yes.
So all these ingredients you fuse together, you mix together, no?
Yes.
Then you get cooked vegetable, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Correct? So what is your raw material? All the spice. See, now you can see the things in parts and you can see the things as whole. Whatever is your vegetable, okay, suppose you are cooking any vegetable, okay, so your veggie, okay, in pieces, correct, then your water, then your spices, you can see in parts when you haven't cooked the vegetable, correct? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct, you need fire as well, na? Without fire you can't cook only. Then you also need pan, utensils to put the things together, correct? So I mean these things are in parts. You know that you need all these things to prepare cooked vegetable, which is whole. When you prepare your cooked vegetable, it is whole. Can you separate that time vegetable separately, water separately, spice separately?
No.
after cooking it? No, na. So your creative work, okay, whether it is a poem or a novel or a drama, is your whole. Correct? Is your whole. But how you made it? Using words, correct? Using incident, whatever you have experienced earlier through your sense perception. Now the story of your drama or your novel or your poetry, you have suppose you have experienced. Now see, if I write a story on COVID pandemic, if I write a poem on COVID pandemic, if I write an article on COVID pandemic, it means what I have sensed it through various senses, whatever is happening in the society. Correct? That is my raw material. Is it clear? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear? My raw material of COVID-19 pandemic, whatever I listen, whatever I watch on TV, okay, whatever I read in the newspaper, or whatever I see happening in my surrounding. Is it clear? Correct? Now this is the raw material, but when everybody knows, everybody has seen something on television related to that, everybody has read in the newspaper, I mean in general, where even if you don't want to see things happening in your surrounding, you know that COVID-19 pandemic is there, lockdown has been announced, you can't go out, people are falling ill because of infection and they are suffering from this COVID disease, correct? Coronavirus disease. You know this, no? Even whether you want to know it, whether you don't want to know it. It is involuntary and unconscious act. It is not conscious act, correct? Hello, is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, whatever you are imagining about COVID-19, after listening to news, reading news, or whatever is happening in surrounding your neighbors, your relatives, or any person from any stranger falling ill, migrants problem, laborers going from one place to another place, becoming victim of accident and all. You all have seen it happening in your surrounding, whether you want to see it, whether you want to hear it, is not your choice. So it is completely an involuntary and unconscious act even. Correct? Now secondary imagination is not possessed by all. Everybody can't write poetry on COVID-19 pandemic. Everybody can't write novel, short story or drama on COVID-19 pandemic. Can everybody write? Those who are having secondary imagination only can write out of this situation. Is it clear?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes,
Correct?
ma'am.
So, if I say I have written a poem on COVID-19, I have written one article on COVID-19, then what do you say about it? It means I am having secondary imagination, so I am able to write something on COVID-19. Is it clear? Till Sunday.
Yes.
Is it clear? Now see, I am sharing with you the poem which I have written on COVID-19. COVID-19 has gone to an extreme. There is no medicine, no vaccine. It behaves like a riddle. Doctor, nurse, patient, scientists find it difficult to get rid of it. Human being is in the cage as the virus is in the rage. Correct? So we are caged like animals now. We can't go out according to our willpower. No, earlier we were enjoying that freedom. Now because lockdown has been, it seems Earth, nature, and God are furious. Human beings are furious. Why is COVID-19 dangerous? Why is the country locked down? Why is the human being helpless? Why is the most intelligent creature crying? When COVID-19 is just playing and other creatures are enjoying. COVID-19 is deadening. It is infectious, contagious. Normal life is no more harmonious. Domestic violence, frustration, depression, abuse, suicide, lynching, attack on doctors, nurse, patients, yoga, meditation, discipline are also increasing. COVID-19 is frightening. No handshaking, no kissing, no embracing. Follow physical distancing, masking face, hand washing. COVID-19 is preaching and teaching. Home is the best place recently to stay safely, to live life with family happily. If you get an infection, you would have to live in isolation. Taught us many lessons, community service and self-reliance. COVID-19 resulted in lockdown, curfews, loss of job, business, unemployment. People are dying of hunger. There is so much fear. But if no place for precaution, even after so much preparation, citizens are full of frustration, students are in depression, patients are in panic due to COVID-19 pandemic. Everyone is caged in home. There is no place to roam. Shrines, parks, cinemas, swimming pool, gym and parlors could not go for last rites of their dear ones. Cried alone. Some distributed foods, water, milk, performed last rites for strangers. Laborers walked on tired foot hungry. Ran over by trains, buses, trucks. Government made arrangements, hospital camps and ambulances, doctors, nurses, police, essential providers fought bravely the COVID-19. Some lost lives, some quarantined, some came back to life. So I have got the raw material from whatever happened in the society. Out of that, I have created a poem. Okay, some of you may like it, some of you may dislike it. What is new in that? But if I ask each one of you to write a poem in any language, will you be able to do it?
No, ma'am.
No. So what I mean, primary imagination is possessed by all. So every one of us can perceive what is the impact of COVID-19 on our lives, correct? But every one of us is not able to write a poem or a short story or a drama or produce literature until and unless we have secondary imagination. Is it clear to you now? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so for any type of creative work, we need secondary imagination. Okay, so when you are preparing a vegetable, sometimes you do experiments while cooking as well. You prepare new dishes out of the same. Okay, you say, oh, this time today I have prepared this dish in a different way, using different style, using different method of preparing, correct? So you do this experiment, so that is also your creativity. Is it clear? So sometimes you say na, your family member, today I have prepared this vegetable in a different way, taste it and tell me how is it, how it tastes. Is it better than what I used to do earlier, or it is not better than what I have cooked earlier? So there also your creativity lies. That also you can do because of imagination. Means whoever is doing that experiment first is doing that out of imagination only. Is it clear? Should I give you a break for 5 to 10 minutes?
Please, please.
Okay, so I'm giving you a break. Okay, we